My name is Joanne Cairns, and this is my story. I'm no longer able to speak, so the voice you're hearing isn't mine, it belongs to a friend. The purpose of this short film is to tell you about me and how I live. I believe that people do treat me differently, and instead of talking to me, they usually talk to whoever happens to be pushing me. It really upsets me sometimes. I was born in Ashington in Northumberland on the 5th of November 1983. My parents are John and Kathleen, and I have a younger brother called Stephen. I knew something wasn't quite right in my early years. I could do everything for myself, but I was always a bit shaky and I couldn't hop, skip or jump. So at the age of 7, I had a muscle biopsy where it was discovered that I had a very rare condition called Leig's disease. It affects the motor side of my brain. I gradually deteriorated, and when I was 11, I started using a wheelchair. When I took my wheelchair to school for the first time, I was really nervous. I didn't know how my friends would react, but they were great. They all wanted to push me, and they accepted the fact that I was in a wheelchair and needed more help. When I was 14, I started having jaw spasms, which meant that every time I opened my mouth, I couldn't close it. I couldn't eat or drink, so I was admitted to hospital, where I ended up having a gastrostomy. That's a tube in the stomach. The jaw spasms have stopped, but the tube's still there, as I sometimes have swallowing difficulties. I loved my time at school. I went to Coulson Park First School, Seatonhurst Middle School and Hurst High School, all in Ashington. I had a carer with me all day from middle school onwards, and although I didn't need much help at first, by the time I was at high school I had the tube in my stomach, I couldn't write, and I needed help with the computer mouse and also with my personal care. I'm 24 now, and I need help doing everything. My mum and dad take Stephen and I shopping, but when I want to buy something for my mum, like a Christmas or birthday present, I have to tell my dad what I want him to buy for her, and vice versa, of course. I did 6 GCSEs and 2 A-levels, and at the age of 18 completed a BTEC qualification at North Tyneside College. I then went on to further study, and after 3 years and a huge amount of work, I graduated with an HNC in computing. I really loved the course, and my lecturers were all brilliant. It was a big challenge, but we had fun too. I love going on holiday with my family. We've been to America, Canada, Cyprus and Tenerife. I like Florida best, especially SeaWorld. I love watching the fantastic shows that feature beautiful dolphins, sea lions and whales. If I didn't have any problems, I think I would like to be an air hostess because I love flying. I've been going to St Oswald's Hospice in Gosforth 1 day a week for a few years now. It's a great place and I get on really well with all the staff, volunteers and patients. I'm especially good friends with George and Rebecca. George looks after me and makes sure I'm okay. We go to the shop together in our wheelchairs, and when he wants a cigarette, I sit outside with him to keep him company. He tells me all about his family and he's just a really nice man. Because of my speech problems, I now use a communication device called a light rider. I like to go to the sensory room in the hospice. The nurses hoist me onto a huge cushion and I lie down with multicoloured lights and a disco ball. Lots of music, it's very relaxing.